This is a story about a girl named Jenny, and but for true love, she had it all. When the carnival came to town, she went to the gypsy to see what she'd see in her crystal ball. And the gypsy said, you act so happy, but you long for a true love. You long for your perfect mate. And the good news is, Jenny, you'll find it, but the bad news is you'll only find it on your 100th date. 100th date? 100th date. First date, not great. Talked too much about his mother. Next guy, barfly. She moved on and called another guy. 3 great times, talk books, arts, life. Drank, dance, romance, till she found he had a wife. Poor gastronomic nightmare belched his way right through the dinner. 5 would not shut up about his days on tour with Leonard Skinner. Number 6 looked good on paper, but he was a corporate drone. He took her to the opera and would not get off the cell phone. 7 had a hobby, smuggling weapons to the Middle East. 8 was quite a catch until she found he was a Catholic priest. 9 would wash his hands a dozen times and other strange behavior. Number 10 would like to know if Jesus is her personal savior. 11 showed up in a set of slick red vinyl pants, took her to a swingers club, not her type of romance. 12 was a sweetheart, the Mr. Right for whom she'd hunted, till one night she found him featured on America's Most Wanted. 13 was an Amway salesman she met in an elevator, left some rug shampoo at her house hoping he could hook and bait her. But he struck out cause she had hardwood floors. 14 frumpy, 15 grumpy, 16 Jerry Falwell's Spawn, 17 kept flashing back to his tour in Vietnam, which was kind of weird for a guy of 24. 18 drove his car too wild, and 19 Prozac postal child, and 20 got too angry bowling, 21 was green card trolling, 22 like Judy Garland ballroom dancing, yup, gay. Next guy got the date short soda, place a bid on eBay. 24 a cross-dresser with legs so great she had to hate him. 25 recited every Baywatch episode verbatim. 26 was pistol packing, 27 hygiene lacking, 28 was in the Guinness book for empty beer can second, 29 spent dinner cursing his ex-girlfriend Heather, called next day to break the date cause they had gotten back together. 30 was a setup by a woman clearly out to spite her. Cruel wench paired her up with a singer-songwriter. That's vicious. 31 sold flowers at the airport just like Dalai Lama. 32 a washed up rain card at her local roller-rama. 33 a throwback hippie way too into commune life. 34 a country Mormon trolling for his 7th wife. 95 a tattooed biker with Confederate bandana. 96 militia leader on vacation from Montana. Okay, those of you who went to school before or after New Math might be doing the algorithm right now and realizing, okay, those numbers don't add up. But those of you who went to school during New Math know that it's not whether the answer is right or wrong, but how you feel about the answer that really matters. But there is a perfectly logical explanation to the break in sequence. Jenny awoke to find herself one day lying in a hospital bed with her roommate sitting by her side, and she said, "Oh my gosh, where am I? What happened?" And her roommate explained, 94, he was a pilot and he came to take you cruising. Mr. Hotshot crashed his plane, you got a head wound and some bruising. Doctor says that you'll be behind and somehow you just can't recall. 61 dates you went on shortly for your crash and fall. Jenny said, well, maybe I'll remember once off anesthesia. Look, her roommate said, I met each one. You better keep amnesia. 97, living proof for advocates of human spading. 98, well, who knew Danny Bonaducci was still dating? Next, I took her home to see his Hemville Ape Pagoda Shrine. Hey, she said as he drove up, that was date number 99. I realize in this modern day and age, you have a multitude of entertainment forms to choose from, most which promise more bang for your buck than a girl and her guitar can provide. But you took a chance on folk music. And in my attempts to show my appreciation, and in my attempts to stay competitive in the digital age, what with role-playing video games promising you like 13 billion different possible outcomes, I present to you my multi-outcome folk song. There are 4 endings to this song, and I will only sing the ending that gets the most enthusiastic response. So first, I'll roll through what the endings are, and then when I repeat them, you applaud for the one that you want to hear. So the 4 endings are Unresolved Adolescent Fantasy ending, Grand Old Party ending, Alternative Lifestyles ending, and Country Mormon ending. Okay, here's some think time. Unresolved Adolescent Fantasy ending. Grand Old Party ending. Alternative Lifestyles ending. Country Mormon ending. And the doorbell rang. And Jenny knew Her destiny was standing right beyond that threshold. Oh, who could it be? She ran to the door, she threw it open, and who was it? Oh my gosh, it was number 6, that guy who took her to the opera and wouldn't get off the cell phone. And he said, I realize I'm the last person you expected to see right now. We have so little in common. I'm financially successful, you're probably destitute. I'm well-bred and you're, well, not. But I feel morbidly drawn to you. Maybe I'm going through a midlife crisis early and buying a Corvette seems so very crass, but marrying so clearly beneath my station, why, that would make me eclectic, but not too much so. Well, what do you say? And all of a sudden, Jenny realized she had never gotten over being the only girl in her high school class who couldn't afford Ralph Lauren. She liked stuff then, and she still likes stuff. Big stuff, expensive stuff, stuff that exceeded her credit limit. And she ran into his arms and she said, I have strong feelings for you. Because people in that social circle, they don't like a whole lot of emotion. And through her tears of self-realization, she said, well, the values of the working class are often celebrated, but Section 8 and food stamps are quite frankly overrated. And my views about Republicans have often been a kind, but a diamond ring from Tiffany's would help me change my mind. I want to join the junior league and shop and do my hair. We'll get a gorgeous pool boy and an ugly old au pair. So she hangs out with Ann Coulter and plays tennis with the ladies. And she blasts her Woody Guthrie from a CL.